Weka sauti. Nifunge hii.
Sasa iko na sauti?
Weka sauti.
Sasa iko na sauti?
Not necessarily relate with
session. I didn't want people to come and praise and worship me and agree with me 100%. I was very happy to have negative criticism and had an opportunity to explain to the young girl that when I speak to people, my work is to give them hope and to give them encouragement. When I met some Mount Kenya people in Boston, they are business people there, I had to affirm them and say what is their place in our growth of our economy.
What do you think is the place of the Mount Kenya people in the economy?
They are hardworking. I said you people are hardworking. You are industrious. You are central in the Kenyan economy. And I'm very happy that the same industry I see back home is what I see here in Boston. And you must continue with that spirit. Those people who I met in Boston were from the Mount Kenya. I speak their language. I had no business speaking to them in English because I was in Boston. The fact that I was in Boston did not make me English. I was still Kikuyu. They were all Kikuyus. They had called me for a boozy in a traditional way because I'm an elder. And they said, we have an organization here from home. We want you to come as an elder. We give you boozy. And when I rose to speak to them, I spoke to them in our language. And I just talked to them about industry, about working hard. And I was very happy with what they are doing. And I told them even back at home, this community is hardworking and it plays a very central role in the economic development of our country. I didn't say that others don't work hard. I didn't say others are not important. And Yvonne, even you are an anchor. When I speak to you as a leader, I must affirm you. I must say, Yvonne, you are a good presenter. I must encourage you to continue.
Well, it's not necessary, Mr. Gachagua, but be that as it may, I want us to, the affirmation is not necessary. But I think the question is, do you understand that is a genuine view of young people who are calling themselves tribalists and leaderless? Your defense is well appreciated, but do you hear that the young people may not want this and may see you in this way?
What I told that young girl, if you had played my answer, is that her age mates back home are my fans. They understand me and they know me and they love me. Are all
of them your fans?
Many of them are my fans.
And the ones who are not your fans, how do you address the issue that they have with that?
All of them don't have to be my fans. I persuade the ones who want to be my fans and the ones who are not willing to be my fans. I persuade them to be my fans.
Okay, so the the young people who say you are tribalist, you are an ethnic extremist, you're saying their concerns don't mean anything to you?
I am not saying they are not. I am saying it's not 100% Gen Zs who think I'm tribal. Many of them think I am a great leader, I'm a nationalist. And that's when you come to my meetings. It's full of Gen Zs, and I actually give them a chance to speak. But that does not mean that girl has no right to speak. She has a right to have a contrary opinion. I'm a Democrat myself. I cannot force her to say that I'm a nationalist. If she thinks I'm not a nationalist, she's entitled to her own opinion.
Right. So
but I did draw her attention to the fact that Gen Z is back at home. Yeah? Are my people, they are my supporters, because they understand me and they know that I'm not tribal. It's only that that narrative has been driven, and her being away and not knowing what is going on here in Kenya when she's in the States, she has bought that narrative. But I did persuade her that that is not the case.
Okay, so you believe the people of Mount Kenya are very central to the country's economy?
All Kenyans are central to the economic development of our country. But the people of Mount Kenya, like all other Kenyans, play an important role. And
you said central, because there's a difference between a central role and an important role. Not everybody can be at the center, right?
I'm saying central means that they are very, very, very instrumental in business. You know, if you go wherever town you go in this country, they are there doing business with other Kenyans. And therefore they are central in that wherever town you go, if you go to Garissa, you find them there. If you go to Mombasa, you find them there. If you go to Malindi, you find them there. If you go to Loitoktok, you find there. And they live well with other Kenyans, and they do business with other Kenyans, and they are really appreciated by other Kenyans. So they do play a central role in Kenya's economic development, in that they are in every part of this country doing business.
All right. It is for this reason that some of your party members felt you should be impeached as deputy president, because they felt that your shareholder narrative is too divisive for the country. And let me just remind Kenyans that in the run-up to your impeachment, you were vocal about a concept that you called shareholding in government. You explained this quite a number of times on several occasions, where you believed or seemed to believe that development follows particular voting patterns. And you were very specific about how the Kenya Kwanza government, should dole out goodies. I want us together to watch what you said about the shareholding narrative in government, and then we can seek some more understanding.
Hii serikali ni kampuni na ni ya shares. Si ndio? Ni ya shares. Kuna wenye kampuni, wale wako na shares mingi, kuna wale wako na chache, kuna wale hawana. Sasa nyinyi mliinvest kwa hii kampuni ya William Ruto na Rigathi Gachagua. Sasa lazima mvune. Yule ambaye alipanda atafanya nini? Simulipanda? Simuliamuka mapema? Mukasema mutaki kusikia mambo ya ile system na nini? Muka-invest, mukapanda, mukapalilia, mukaweka mbolea, mukamwagilia maji, wakati ya kuvuna ndio huu. Najua wengine wananikashifu ati mimi nasema ati wale walipanda wavune kwanza. Iko makosa? Iko makosa? Hata hao watavuna, lakini wangoje. Si wale walipanda na wavune kwanza. Wakishavuna wavune, ile tabaki kidogo, wale wakupanda waingie, watafute huko nini, ile tapatikana wachukue, wakwende. Si yuko namna hiyo?
Mr. Gachagua, maybe you've never been given an opportunity. I want to do that now. Please explain to us this shareholding concept and how does it work?
Yvonne, this matter has been taken out of context. Government formation is a process. And a coalition government is formed based on an agreement. I sat down with William Ruto and on behalf of the mountain people, negotiated our expectation from his government. And he negotiated the votes he wanted from our region. And he did negotiate with me that he wanted 70% of our votes. And in exchange, he would give us 40% of the government. It was not written, it was a gentleman's agreement of Western Kenya. They were wiser than me. They demanded an agreement. He demanded 70% of their vote. They demanded 30% of government. He sat with Kingi from the coast, and Kingi demanded certain things that will be done when government is formed. I was simply following the honoring of that agreement, that what was promised and what was agreed on must be honored. And I was saying, we made an agreement that we are investing in this government. And this is our expectation. And Yvonne, it is not that it is anything that I was coming out from the blue. It was an agreement that was negotiated, and I was insisting that that agreement should be honored. Other people are not insisting on the honoring of that agreement. I was under a lot of pressure from the people I negotiated on their behalf, that what we agreed on should be honored. And that is when William Ruto turned against me because he didn't want to honor what we had agreed. And luckily for me, and it's a mistake that I made that I have to live with, I didn't insist on a written agreement. It was a gentleman's agreement. Nevertheless, even a verbal agreement in law is acceptable.
Sorry, just so we understand, you say you negotiated on behalf of your people.
Yes.
What did you negotiate for?
Positions, development, roads, coffee reforms, tea reforms, guaranteed minimum return. We did economic charters with President William Ruto, 4 counties in Kenya. And for the people that I represented, because he came to me because he wanted votes from my region. That is the truth. It was not that because he just loved me or he was my friend. It was quid pro quo, Give me this, I give you this. And he said, Regadi, I want 70% of votes from the mountain. Mm-hmm. Can you deliver that? I said, yes, I can deliver. And I delivered 87%. And I said, I expect the following. I negotiated ministries of interior, finance, agriculture, water, lands, attorney general, trade. I negotiated all those agreements, And where we started having problems is when he started taking away what we had negotiated. He took away finance. I had negotiated finance, he gave to Professor Ndungu. He took it away and gave it to Joan Mbadi. I had negotiated interior, I had negotiated trade, I had negotiated that and that. Because Vaughan, and that is where many people probably find like...
Although John Mbadi came after you.
No, I'm just saying along the way.
Okay.
That agreement still stands, whether I'm there or not. Because I negotiated on behalf of our people who voted.
All right.
And then they delivered. They gave him 87% of the votes. So they honored part of the agreement because the agreement was 70%.
So this was on behalf of the people of Mount Kenya?
Yes.
We don't hear much of the complaints from the people of Mount Kenya about whatever these agreements that were not made.
You wouldn't know. Why is there a rebellion in that mountain? That is the issue. It's only that I speak out. Other leaders don't speak out because they have been compromised. I speak out. And why do I speak out, Yvonne? Because I'm the one who entered the agreement on their behalf. I am the one who is taken to task, by the population. You came and promised us. You told us we vote for this man. We are going to have coffee reforms. We are going to have tea reforms. We are going to fight alcohol. We are going to do ABCD. We are going to improve the environment for business. Now, things have turned upside down. We are being overtaxed. We are being levied too many taxes. You misled us. So what I was doing is responding from the pressure from the people on whose behalf I negotiated with William Ruto. But I took it up with him.
Yeah, but what you're saying, I suppose, is perhaps what we've always understood, that our political patterns and our voting patterns are tribal.
Let me tell you, Yvonne, it's not tribal. It's coalitions are coalitions.
No, but you said, when there was an agreement that was made with you on behalf of the people of Mount Kenya, with Amason Kingi on behalf of the people from his region. So you're making this tacit admission now as former Deputy President of the Republic and a party leader that our voting and our political patterns are based along tribal lines.
Coalitions are formed by regional blocks. William Ruto sought me out and my people. He sought Kingi, he sought Wetangula and Musalia. He sought everybody else. And that's the nature of our politics for now.
Okay, all right. So some then say, and I want us to listen to this clip coming up, that you are simply renaming tribalism, and instead of using the word tribes, you call them shares and shareholding. Let's listen to you defending this again at a different occasion.
Huyu Felix ako hapo. Rais mnamjua. Mimi mnanijua msimamo yangu.
Silence on my set.
Ya kwamba watoto wakiwa wengi kuna wale kwanza ya kuangaliwa, si mnajua. Sasa huyu Felix ako pale ndio mwenye kuunganisha mawaya. Mambo yetu tumepanga, mambo iko sawa, chakula iko jikoni karibu kuiva, watoto ni wengi, chakula ni kidogo, iko watoto ya nyumbani, iko ajirani, iko namna hiyo, na nyinyi mtulie. Chakula ikiiva, sisi ndio wenye kupakua, na watoto tunawajua kwa sura na kwa msimamo. Hatuwezi kuwa confused. Kuna mtu wajua watoto yake.
Mr. Gachagua, who gets to eat first and how much?
But I think you need to understand the concept of our politics. I was in a meeting in Nandi, and the Nandis were asking, you voted for this government. We have our sons who have not been employed. We have expectations. You people promised us that when you form government, you will do this for us. You have not done it. My work as a leader is to assure them. That's what I was saying. Relax. We are still working on it. We know your support. We know you by name. We know you by face.
But you were creating rank. So, Mr. Gachagua, is it your belief today that the people who vote for a particular leader should be first in line for development projects, and the ones who don't vote for them do not get anything or get the scraps?
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I believe that...
That's what you're saying in that clip.
Far from it. You are not interpreting the context. They were talking about placements. And I was saying, please, things are still being worked out. Relax. We know you. We know where you are.
So is placement based on those that vote?
Not necessarily.
Because it's the same thing you said. You asked for specific ministries.
But those
would it not be the person that is most qualified or merits that position? Or is it just basically the people that vote?
It is still meritocracy. It's still meritocracy, but there is regional balance. There is a chance for every Kenyan.
All right, in that regional prior agreement.
In terms of?
You mentioned that there was a Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Finance.
I negotiated for 8.
For 8?
Yes, I negotiated,
right?
Yeah.
In a cabinet of 22?
Yes.
Where would the regional balance if 8 out of the 22 come from one community? You've just talked of regional balance.
I negotiated with the president because of the vote that I was bringing in.
All right,
It was up to him to make the decision. Yeah?
It was up to the both of you. Weren't you president and deputy president are the ones who sit down and craft the government?
He is the appointing authority.
Oh, so now you're saying it's his issue to ensure regional balance and not yours? As long as you get your 8 out of 22?
It's still the same thing. When Raila Odinga came, he negotiated for 4 positions for him to support William Ruto.
I'm sitting with Mr. Gachagua.
No, but I am saying it is not that it is any different for anybody. It is what happened, the support of right discriminatory. We are saying when we form a government, people must sit down and agree that if we are successful, we are willing to bring this number of votes here. This is our expectation from that administration. It happens all over the world. People must negotiate. And it's only that I was a tough negotiator, and why people thought probably I'm tribal or I am too much is because I was insisting to get what I negotiated for, and I was being shortchanged. And I was saying, no, I don't want to be shortchanged. I must get what I negotiated for, because on my part, I delivered what I promised.
Let's move to some more recent developments now, and back to your trip to the United States. Let's take a look at some of the other issues. While you were there, Mr. Gachagua, you made an allegation that President Ruto met Al-Shabaab leaders. That's a serious allegation, isn't it?
I didn't make the allegation. Here you are. Let me take you through. I'll take some time. It's not me. I was simply asking him to answer. Senator James Rich is the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee in the American Senate, tabled a bill in the Senate asking that the status of Kenya as a non-NATO ally be reviewed in view of the following allegations. Relations with China, that is one. Number 2, relations with Iran. Number 3, government of Kenya and key officials of Kenya with non-state armed groups and violent extremist organizations, including the Rapid Support Forces and Al-Shabaab. Participation in the Belt and Road Initiative. And then blocked persons and foreign terrorist organizations, including such individuals and entities based in southern Sudan and Somalia. Again, extrajudicial killings and abductions. I'm not the one who came with these allegations. So when these allegations came and they were in the headline, Kenya is under investigations in the Senate. This is a bill. I've given it to you. President William Ruto replied and said the Americans have a problem with him because he has opened bilateral trade with China, which is good for the country. And that is why the Americans want to review their relationship with Kenya. So when I went to the next, you have answered about China. What about the other allegations? You are being investigated in the country for working with Al-Shabaab, for working with RSF from Sudan, for extrajudicial killings, for abductions. The Americans want to know why. It is alleged there was a meeting in Mandera. Can you please answer? It is not me who came with this allegation. This matter is before the Senate.
Here is what, and I'm looking at this congressional record that you have shared.
Yes.
It talks about an assessment of Kenya as a financial safe haven for certain entities, including certain individuals.
Yes.
It doesn't name President William Ruto by name. You, on the other hand, are saying that he met Al-Shabaab
Yes, I did.
officials?
I
because
named
this
him
is very different. Senator Risch, and in this Congress, does not talk about President William Ruto meeting. This was your statement.
It's talking about Kenya.
It's talking about Kenya.
And its officials.
And those officials, according to you, are
Who
President
leads
William
Kenya?
Ruto?
Yes. Who leads Kenya? Who leads Kenya? And I am saying, I concluded it's William Ruto because I am private. I am private, and I've said it before.
Yeah.
On record, that President William Ruto has a working relationship with Hemeti, the leader of RSF. I have said that, and I have evidence. I'm the one who facilitated the meeting.
Okay. Sorry? You facilitated the meeting?
Yes, I did.
Between President William Ruto?
And Hemeti, on his request.
Why would you do that?
Because diplomatically, a president cannot invite a deputy to come and visit him. And Hemeti, at that time, was the deputy president of Sudan. So William Ruto called me as deputy president and had a letter for me to sign to invite Hemeti. And I went to pick him at the airport and delivered him to William Ruto and sat through the discussion. So
this was an official meeting?
Yes.
Right. And in what way does this official meeting then become something sinister?
I am saying it was official, in quotes, but they were discussing business and trade.
What did they discuss?
Business, gold. Gold. I've said it before.
You were at this meeting?
Yes, I was.
And you were comfortable with that sort of discussion happening?
Initially, I did not know the purpose of the meeting.
And once you did find out the purpose of the meeting, because you say you sat in there.
What would I have done? That was the president, he was my boss. I said, yeah.
And what do you intend to do about this now? Why should anybody believe you?
What can I do? I'm asking him to answer these questions.
That is different with Hemeti. You also talked about him meeting Al-Shabaab.
I am saying.
Where is that evidence? Because it is very different from this paper that you have presented here. Is different from stating that the president, that the president of the Republic of Kenya met Al-Shabaab leaders. Is that still your contention today, that he met Al-Shabaab leaders? And if so, Mr. Gachagua, where did they meet? What did they discuss? Because this is an allegation that you are making.
I'm saying President William Ruto answered on the issue of China. He has a mouth. He can answer whether he met Al-Shabaab or he did not meet Al-Shabaab. Kipchumba Murkomen is not a spokesman for William Ruto. Just the way he answered. He answered. Kipchumba Murkomen was answering me.
You alleged that, and now we would just want to understand from you. You have put the allegation.
I have put the allegation.
So would you want to provide that with facts? When and where did the President of the Republic meet Al-Shabaab leaders?
I am saying William Ruto can answer that. Did he meet them or he did not meet them?
Are you saying he met them?
The onus is on him.
No, the onus is on you. He who alleges must prove.
He's the one to ask me to prove. Not you, or you are not his advocate, are you?
I'm a Kenyan.
I know.
When you make an allegation, do you not expect...
But why did he answer the one on China?
No. When you make an allegation, do you want nobody to hold you account for what you allege?
Let me tell you, Yvonne.
And this is why we're asking you here now.
Let me tell you, Yvonne. This
Did
matter
the president
is under investigation by the Senate. Let me
that's
tell you
fine.
what I'll
That's
not
understood. I just want to understand from you. You say the president met al-Shabaab leaders. When and where? And for what purpose?
What I have said, that this allegation was made by the Senate.
No, this allegation was made by you, Mr. Gachagua.
But the other details on top of this bill. I was in America. Every bill has attendant facts and figures.
Mr. Gachagua, when we have an opportunity to speak with the members of the Senate of the United States, we will pose the same question to them.
Yes, you will.
Tonight, I am speaking with you, who has himself said that the president has met leaders of al-Shabaab.
What we'll not do,
so we're going to ask
we
you...
will not prejudice investigations by giving details of what we know. Even like RSIF, I have said I have a lot of information that is available to those who are investigating this matter.
Have you given all this information? Because this was a request that was given by the state authorities.
I was in America. I was in America.
You're here now.
I did many things in America.
Tell
This
us
matter
what you
is in the Senate of the United States. It's not an investigation in Kenya. And even when I was told I can talk about it in Kenya, I said, the DCI has not launched an investigation in this matter. If they did, I would give what I know, but they have not. I am not going to volunteer information to an organization that is not investigating a matter. This matter is under investigation by the American Senate. If they require my input on what I know, especially on Sudan, I'm available.
Do you not believe that the Kenyan authorities would want to investigate this matter of a sitting president?
It's up to them. I'm not a part of the Kenyan authorities. If they want to investigate, they can go ahead and investigate. What I know is that the matter is under investigation by the Americans. And I'm saying William Ruto has a mouth. He can deny or confirm. Just the way he did about China, he also can reply to this one.
So why report this to the Americans and not Kenyans?
Yeah, because they are the ones who are investigating. The Kenyans are not investigating.
You said, again, you don't think Kenyans should investigate this matter? It is a grave allegation,
I am saying they should investigate, but are they investigating? But who will investigate William Ruto? The DCI? Who will investigate him? Who?
You don't think they're capable of conducting an investigation?
How can they investigate him? Extrajudicial killings and abductions have happened. Can he be investigated? And why are you not asking me about abductions and extrajudicial killings? People who have been killed here.
We'll get to that, Mr. Gachagua. We have a long night tonight. Yeah. We will do all of these
so what I'm saying, Yvonne, you give information to an investigation that is ongoing. The Kenyan authorities are not investigating this matter, and then they are not going to investigate it because they cannot investigate it. He's the appointing authority. So the matter is dead as far as Kenya is concerned. Luckily for us, the matter is under investigation in the American Senate. And I believe it will see the light of the day. Yeah.
On that note, let's take a break. We have much, much more to talk about, including what's happening in the country, extrajudicials, like you say. We will have a state of the nation sort of assessment when we return here on The Explainer. Tonight, we're speaking with former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and party leader of DCP on a wide range of issues. Let's take a break. with former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and party leader of DCP on a wide range of issues. Let's take a break.